I've just walked into my garage to have a bit of a sand back on the quarter panel, and as I was looking at the quarter panel, I kind of noticed it's I think there's a flat spot about here kind of thing where it goes in that way. But I don't know. I'll give it a sand back and get it back to bare metal and see what I got to work with. That's I think that's all the I think that's all you can really hope for. And that's that little tiny rust hole that was there. And you can see it was there before, and they just bogged over it with Bondo. And it's on thick too. Oh well, that's just a couple seconds into it. I've already found that. I'm on my way to the hardware store now with my grinder, and fingers crossed they've got a sanding disc, the Velcro to fit it. Sometimes I think it's a good idea to take some tools with you to the hardware store. Sometimes there's, like this one here is made in China, might have a different thread to one that's made in another country, you don't know. Sometimes the attachments come with adapters. I know that the wire wheel came with three little adapters to compensate for different sizes. So yeah, just leaving the hardware store now. They didn't have an attachment for the grinder that I needed. They had this little bugger here, which is for a drill, and there are three different options for sandpaper. There's a 60 grit, a 24 grit, which is what I got, and there's also a 16 grit using the 24 grit. I think I can take it far back as the factory primer, and then just go with a finer grit to actually take it to bare metal. So going home, hook this all up, connect it to the drill, which I'm not too keen about, but it should strip it back nice and quickly, and we'll see what we've got to work with then. It's 5:30 and I've just had a bit of a play with the drill and killed it. So yeah, next thing is air tools, and right tool for the right job. This isn't one of them. Second I put it on the metal, it dies. It's just got a it's just not designed for it. So there. I'm going to try that disc on this next. Maybe this has got a bit more grunt to it. We'll see how we go. I'm back. Fitted it to this. I won't put my hand anywhere near that. Up against the sheet metal, I can't put on as much force as I could with the electric drill, but no, this is surely a kick-ass way to do it. Alright, I'll get back into it. Body filler, primer, paint, then primer. I wouldn't be surprised if under this body filler there'd be raw paint again. And I put it on so thick that's even cracked. You'll see here, I just kind of dug into it for a bit, see how far it went. They weren't panel beaters of previous people, they were actually sculptors. They just sculpted a new quarter panel out of Bondo. Yeah. This seems to be doing the treat though. Still can't put a lot of pressure onto it because it dies, but it's not the fault of the tool, it's the fault of my compressor not being able to keep up with the tool. But yeah, fixing other people's fuck ups. So this seems to be going quite well. This little modification got rid of the safety switch. Is not using it. Unplug it. And in regards to doing away with safety guard, to this thing. This is about 6 inches in diameter. Where's that? That's one. 5 inch. Okay. This is a worn ruler. So it's 5 inch. It's only designed for 4 inches. Went to the hardware store trying to find one of these babies for the grinder. So haven't given it a try yet. But it's about 9 o'clock at night now, so tomorrow I'm going to give it a whirl and see how it goes. Just put the grinding disc behind it. It's got something sturdy. And see how it goes. But you can see, even this one here's got a right up against a hard grinding disc. I think I might get a bit more mileage, or maybe not enough, maybe not as much mileage, but being electric, it'll be a bit more reliable than the compressor, which has to restart every couple of minutes. So that'll be the end of the video. I just edited it all up tonight and put it online. See how I go. I've got about 40 minutes of rambling on, so I'll try to condense it down to 15 minutes. One thing I did do, this hose here used to have a yellow one, except the yellow one got up against the engine and melted. Here's the yellow one. So with a couple of adapters and whatnot, I can have it set up so I can accept the JMEC PEM, I think it is, or the I forget what they call these ones. But yeah, don't know why people use these ones, but anyway. Especially when your hose has an internal diameter of something comparable to that. So I just made this up and stuck it on the grinder. I thought I'd rather go through this, which is cheap plastic, than some actual hose. So I thought, well, I'll do it that way. I'm going to probably work on the rest of the quarter, leaving this section to last. That section there is available as a rust repair section, so I'll just work on the rest of the quarter and see if that's salvageable or if I require a skin or a full quarter. But anything as in like skin or quarter wise won't be happening till the other side is done. So when I get the full quarter for the other side, I'll see how much metal is on it and how far I can go back, and then ascertain its merit, if it's worth just replacing putting a skin on it or just replacing the full quarter. So I believe the quarter comes up to this seam here. So that being the case, I'd get this corner brand new as well, so then I wouldn't have to fix someone else's fuck up. And yeah, well, there's this here that needs to be repaired or replaced. This is underneath the lead work actually, and wasn't actually visible till I melted the lead out, which was nice. Thanks for that. But on the other quarter there, if you have a look on one of the earlier videos, from this seam pretty much all the way to the back here, it was all, actually come up here as well, it was all fiberglass. There was no metal there. Stick your head through it. And if you have a look on the first video, it looks absolutely fine. It's nothing wrong with it. Until you start working on it and you find out it's full of fiberglass and body filler. The texture that the 24 grit leaves, I'm not greatly fussed about that, because the primer filler will remove any of those scratches, and it isn't particularly bad. Swirl marks look worse than it is, but yeah. Alright, I'll finish the video there. Thank you for watching, and Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.